King Solomon is renowned for his wisdom. His name is synonymous with sagacity and discernment, and his legacy has endured through the ages. He ruled the Israelites with understanding and insight, guiding them through times of prosperity and challenge. His reign is often remembered as a golden era of peace and prosperity. Solomon's wisdom is preserved in the books of Proverbs and Song of Solomon. These texts have been studied and revered for centuries, offering timeless insights into human nature and divine wisdom. Proverbs offers practical advice for daily living. It is a collection of sayings and teachings that cover a wide range of topics, from personal conduct to social justice. It emphasizes the importance of wisdom, righteousness, and a strong work ethic. Proverbs teaches that diligence and integrity are key to a fulfilling and successful life. The Song of Solomon, on the other hand, is a lyrical celebration of love and marriage. It is a poetic dialogue between lovers, expressing the deep emotions and spiritual connection that characterize true love. It portrays the beauty and intensity of romantic love, blessed by God. The Song of Solomon reminds us that love is a divine gift, meant to be cherished and nurtured. Solomon, through his writings, explores various facets of life. He delves into the complexities of human relationships, the pursuit of knowledge, and the quest for meaning. He delves into themes of love, work, friendship, and faith. His teachings encourage us to seek balance and harmony in all aspects of our lives. His words remind us that true happiness comes from aligning ourselves with God's will. This alignment brings peace and fulfillment, guiding us through life's challenges. This means seeking wisdom, acting justly, and loving others. Solomon's teachings emphasize the importance of compassion, fairness, and community. Solomon's life and teachings offer a timeless guide for navigating life's complexities and finding lasting fulfillment. His insights are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. His wisdom serves as a beacon, illuminating the path towards a life filled with purpose and joy. By embracing Solomon's teachings, we can find direction and inspiration in our own lives, striving to live with integrity, love, and wisdom. The prophet Hosea lived during a turbulent period in Israel's history. It was a time marked by political instability, social upheaval, and spiritual decline. The people of Israel had turned away from their covenant with God, engaging in idolatry and moral corruption. His personal life mirrored the unfaithfulness of the Israelites towards God. Hosea's own experiences became a living parable, a vivid illustration of the nation's spiritual adultery. Hosea's marriage to Gomer, a woman prone to straying, became a powerful metaphor. Gomer's repeated infidelities and Hosea's steadfast love for her served as a poignant symbol of God's relationship with Israel. It symbolized God's unwavering love for his often wayward people. Despite their constant betrayal, God's love remained unshaken, always ready to forgive and restore. Despite Gomer's infidelity, Hosea remained committed to her. His actions were not just about personal forgiveness, but were meant to convey a deeper spiritual truth. He forgave her repeatedly, reflecting God's boundless capacity for forgiveness and love. Each act of forgiveness was a testament to the divine grace that God extends to humanity. Hosea's message was one of both warning and hope. He warned the Israelites of the consequences of their actions, urging them to turn back to God. He proclaimed God's judgment on Israel's sinfulness. The people's waywardness had led them to a path of destruction, and Hosea's words were a call to repentance. Yet he also emphasized God's enduring love and desire for reconciliation. Even in the face of judgment, there was always the promise of redemption for those who would return to God. Hosea's life and ministry illustrate the depth of God's compassion. His prayers and pleas were filled with a deep yearning for the people to understand and accept God's love. He reminds us that even when we stray, God's love remains steadfast. No matter how far we wander, there is always a path back to divine grace. His willingness to redeem and restore is a testament to the transformative power of divine love. Hosea's actions were a living example of the hope and renewal that God offers to all. Through Hosea's story, we see a poignant depiction of God's faithfulness, offering comfort and hope for all who seek forgiveness and restoration. His life serves as a powerful reminder that no matter the depth of our transgressions, divine love is always greater, always ready to heal and restore. The prophet Amos emerged during a time of relative peace and prosperity in Israel. However, beneath the surface of material wealth lay deep social injustices. Amos, a shepherd and farmer, received a call from God to address these issues head-on. He fearlessly challenged the wealthy and powerful. He condemned their exploitation of the poor and their disregard for God's laws. Amos's message was a potent reminder that true righteousness extends beyond religious rituals. It demands social justice and compassion for the vulnerable. He called for a return to ethical living. He urged the Israelites to act with fairness and integrity in all aspects of life. Amos's message resonates even today, reminding us of our responsibility to create a just and equitable society. His call to action serves as a powerful reminder that faith without works is dead. Section 4. Visions of Hope. Ezekiel's messages from exile. Ezekiel, a priest and prophet, was among those exiled to Babylon after the fall of Jerusalem. Faced with the despair and hopelessness of captivity, Ezekiel received powerful visions from God. These visions, often symbolic and dramatic, conveyed messages of both judgment and hope. Ezekiel's prophecies served as a lifeline for the exiled Israelites. They reminded them that God had not abandoned them. He promised eventual restoration and return to their homeland. Ezekiel's visions also emphasized the importance of individual responsibility and repentance. He stressed that true transformation begins within the heart of each person. His message transcended the immediate context of exile. It offered a timeless message of hope and renewal, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, God's presence and promises remain. Section 5, A Shepherd King's Journey. David's repentance and leadership. King David is one of the most complex and compelling figures in the Bible. His life story is a tapestry woven with threads of courage, faith, and human frailty. A shepherd, warrior, poet, and king, David's life was marked by both great triumphs and tragic failures. From his humble beginnings as a shepherd boy tending his father's flocks, David rose to become a mighty warrior. Celebrated for his victory over Goliath, the giant Philistine, he united Israel, defeated enemies, and expanded the kingdom. Under his leadership, the tribes of Israel were brought together and the nation experienced a period of unprecedented growth and prosperity. However, he also succumbed to temptation, committing adultery and orchestrating a cover-up that led to violence and despair. His affair with Bathsheba and the subsequent murder of her husband Uriah are stark reminders of his human weaknesses. David's story is ultimately one of repentance and God's forgiveness. Despite his grave sins, David's heart was open to correction. He was confronted by the prophet Nathan, who revealed the depth of his transgressions. And when confronted with his sins, David took full responsibility. He did not shy away from acknowledging his faults. Instead, he openly confessed and sought to make amends. He acknowledged his wrongdoing and sought God's mercy. His prayers were not just words, but a deep, heartfelt plea for forgiveness and restoration. His heartfelt repentance, expressed in Psalm 51, serves as a model for all who have strayed from God's path. In this psalm, David pours out his soul, asking God to create in him a clean heart and renew a right spirit within him. Despite his failings, David remained a man after God's own heart. His life is a testament to the power of repentance and the boundless grace of God. His story reminds us that God can work through flawed individuals. David's leadership, despite his imperfections, was instrumental in shaping the history of Israel. He uses our experiences, both positive and negative, to shape us and fulfill his purposes. Just as a potter molds clay, God uses the events of our lives to form us into vessels for his work. David's journey from shepherd to king, from sinner to repentant servant, illustrates the transformative power of God's love and forgiveness. Moreover, David's legacy extends beyond his own life. He is an ancestor of Jesus Christ, the Messiah, highlighting the divine plan that weaves through generations. His story is a beacon of hope, showing that no matter how far we fall, redemption is always within reach. Today, David's Psalms continue to inspire and comfort millions around the world. His life, with all its highs and lows, serves as a powerful reminder of God's enduring love and the possibility of new beginnings. Section 6, Faith and Healing, Hezekiah's Spiritual Reforms and Restoration. King Hezekiah inherited a kingdom divided by idolatry and spiritual decay. He embarked on a mission to restore faith in God and revitalize the nation. Hezekiah reinstituted the Passover, removed pagan idols, and rededicated the temple in Jerusalem. His reforms aimed to realign the people's hearts with God. Hezekiah's own life was a testament to the power of faith. Facing a terminal illness, Hezekiah prayed fervently for healing. God granted him an additional 15 years of life. This miraculous recovery served as a testament to God's mercy and power. Hezekiah's story illustrates the transformative impact of spiritual renewal. It underscores the importance of seeking God's guidance and trusting in His promises. His life serves as an inspiration to face adversity with unwavering faith and to trust in God's healing power both physically and spiritually.